What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today when I talk to you about NIO, I want to go over some of the current data points, what large institutions have been doing with NIO, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, it is pre-market. Market opens in roughly like 2 minutes, but it is up 0.23%. No actual news from the company itself, no SEC filings. So kind of just merely piggybacking off of the broader market. This morning, you already do see shorts doubling the hell down. So this right here was clearly associated to shorts. And right now, shorts are increasing 651,000 shares. 14.48% of the free floats being shorted works out to be 188.62 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization is 84.08. And shorts have been very stubborn with NIO. As you can kind of see, they haven't done all that much, just maintaining their position. So when it comes down to NIO, I think a lot of us realize that it being a Chinese company is a positive, but at the same time, it's a negative. It's a negative, especially being on the New York Stock Exchange, right? Because as I've brought up, NIO is among the most discounted EVs out there. Whether you're looking at the PS ratio, which right now is 1.2 and the future is 0.8, or if you're just looking at on delivery basis, because there was this post, I wanted to bring this up, and it's just comparing NIO and Rivian. So for instance, as you can kind of see, 2023 revenue, NIO 7.83 billion, Rivian 4.4, deliveries, NIO far exceeded, quadrupled Rivian's net profits, but yet looking at the market cap, this is where you see a massive discrepancy. Logic has absolutely no factor when it comes to NIO's price. So in essence, this is why you do see NIO, the PS ratio 1.2, and just giving you guys a quick update for Rivian. So 1.2 compared to Rivian's 3.2. So in essence, even comparing NIO to Rivian, Rivian is double the price. So NIO should be at least $7 if you're comparing it to Rivian, and a little bit more if you're comparing it to, for instance, Tesla. So all in all, like, it's kind of weird to see that NIO is still trading at these prices. And I've been covering NIO for a good, I don't know, about a year on and off. And that's been one thing that has always been a very big negative, is just the whole geopolitical issues. And shorts have been really pouncing all over that. So again, I just wanted to kind of bring this up, but at the same time, you do see some institutions quietly increasing. For those of you that are familiar with my channel, I always bring this up. So institutions, what they're doing, these are all the transactions that have occurred on the secondary market over the last 90 days, above $100,000. So it's kind of few and far between. You did have a lot right here on the 11th and the 12th, but still institutions like are massively overlooking NIO, which in reality is very unfortunate. But looking right here, based on the latest 13 Fs, I'll give you guys a quick overview of what that did kind of indicate. So the big players in the game, Blackrock, Vanguard, State Street, all did increase their position. So Blackrock increased their position 463,000 shares, Vanguard 1.53 million, which generally is good. This shows right here how many shares they are holding. So BlackRock 69 million, Vanguard 53.8, and State Street 22.03 million. They increased 481,000. So I think all in all, institutions are quietly increasing because they know at one time or another NIO is going to go up, and whether it be because of their upcoming earnings this round, which right now is estimated to be roughly, I think it's the 22nd, whether that comes to is accurate or not, we'll have to wait and see until the company does unveil it. But I think NIO is a pretty good risk versus reward at these prices. Looking at options, this is from Friday, so I don't want to refresh it because the market just opened, so won't really have the most accurate data, but 946,000 in calls, 440 in puts. 46% of all the options being done on Friday were optimistic and bullish, and orienting more so around the $5 range, and that is by August 9th and August 16th, so between those weeks. On the bearish side though, you do see a consensus for it to be sub $4 by pretty much that same time period. So all in all, like, people still, based on this, there's no clear indication of where things might be going. Like, kind of equal weighting for that. I'll give you guys a quick overview of the Elliott Wave technicals. So right now it does have a pivot point of $4.80. So for as long as NIO is below that, then it is anticipated to kind of get between this range. So the 322 to 348. There hasn't been any recent analyst ratings. So I've already brought this up in my last video. So 20 days ago, $7.10 and then $10. Aside from that, it's just been, like I said, just piggybacking off of the broader market. One thing that I did want to bring up, as you can kind of see, there is a lot of shares available to be shorted. So roughly about 32 million. And so in essence, if shorts really wanted to double down and were very bearish on NIO, there's more than enough available shares to, again, double down. So yeah, I think that's somewhat optimistic. I think shorts are just kind of waiting for something to come out from the company itself to kind of propel it higher. I don't know if the sub brand is going to be that. Obviously they did push it back slightly, but in my opinion, that's nothing really to worry about. So we'll just have to wait and see. Aside from all of that though, right now with it at 443, again, the market just opened. You already see 441 the low, 445 the high, but right now with it at 443, it is trading between this S1 and the pivot. Very wide gaps between all these points, so just anticipate a hell of a lot of volatility for the foreseeable future. But 407 will be that next strong support, and then 464 will be that next strong resistance / target. So I think in reality, NIO is one of those stocks that you definitely do need to add to your watch list. Just merely looking back over this last 1 year though, it is down 66.36%. So I do understand that a fair amount of investors are frustrated with the stock because the operations has been doing fairly well. The stock price has been shit. Pardon my French. So I think, yeah, when it comes to NIO, you just have to kind of excuse the volatility and invest for the long term. A lot of my videos are very much oriented towards short-term stuff, what the current data points are saying and stuff like that. So this is why you need a little bit more of a balance between the two. So have a long-term mentality and just, again, excuse a lot of the volatility. So let me know your thoughts on NIO. Do you think that this geopolitical issue is ever going to subside? And potentially, if Trump comes into play, do you think that that is going to be negative for the EV sector as well as China, or do you think that's going to possibly be a positive? What's your thoughts? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. This is only up until July 31st, so a couple days left. Take advantage of this in the comments below or the description. With all that said though, I appreciate all of you watching.